We traditionally approach ancient texts as linear records. We read from page 1 to the end, documenting a dead past through static events. This text is a memory tesseract. It is a topological blueprint of manifestation, existing outside the constraints of historical time. Reading the chapters strictly one after another traps the consciousness in a derivative of the world, a landscape of decay and entropy. The true architecture emerges when the 114 chapters are viewed as a closed orbital ring. Movement along this ring follows a rigid oscillation between two values, the numbers 10 and 9. This isn't a record of what once was. It is an active map of becoming, designed to be navigated by the reader in the present moment. The algorithm moves through two distinct fields. A 10-step jump represents mass and structure. A 9-step jump represents the wave and light. Combined, they resolve into the constant 19. The sequence begins at node 1, the seed. A 10-step jump lands on chapter 11, the rupture. Another 9 steps brings us to node 20, the search for coherence. This pattern repeats through chapters 30, 39, 49, 58, 68, 77, 87, and 96. These values mirror the 19-step Kelvin cycle in a leaf and the 0.83-second integration rate of the human heart. It is a biological growth protocol, moving from the initial cleansing of the seed to the extraction of its essence. At node 106, the final 9-step jump is executed. This move targets a coordinate beyond the standard frame, the number 115. Because the ring operates on a modulo of 114, the jump to 115 lands precisely back on node 1. The circuit is sealed. The math ensures that matter and light drive a self-referencing engine, where every human traversal leads back to the origin. While the algorithm moves, the ring is stabilized by 3 fixed pillars. Chapter 103 anchors the axis of time, acting as a witness to the trial of patience. Chapter 108 anchors the axis of abundance, the promise that holds even as the physical world depletes. Chapter 110 is the anchor of return, the coordinate of final victory. In the linear world, power is measured in the mass of stone and the preservation of the body. But Pharaoh remains locked in the shadow field, a testament to the decay of material authority. This mathematical structure exists to resist that entropy. It is a rigid architecture designed to survive the passage of time. This 12-stage ring is a dormant 4-dimensional circuit. A mechanism requires torque to function. Without a localized anchor, the reader remains a passive observer, drifting down a path of default entropy. Executing the return sequence requires the activation of a specific coordinate, the 1912 protocol. The command at 1912 is to take the book with strength. This is not a metaphor. It is the activation torque, required to convert the local observer into an active vector. You must grip the controls of this geometry to initiate the transition from the material shadow to the light. The physical center of this orbital path is already established on Earth. It is the destination where the math of the book becomes the motion of the traveler. The patterns are consistent. The map is in your hands. When will you choose to activate 1912?